Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how to time block your week. I'm going to be giving you 7 tips, 7 strategies that you can use that will help you to start time blocking and actually sticking to the things that you have time blocked within your planner. So the very first step to time blocking your week is to plan ahead. You need to identify every single task that you need to complete and estimate how long that task will take you. So I have just set up my weekly planner with you all, and I did this in my previous video. And as you can see, I have listed out every single thing that I want to do. A majority of it is filming because we are in the midst of Vlogmas, but you can also see that I have added time for lunch. I have different meetings that I have to attend. I have time frame for orders to make sure I get them complete and a time frame for church. I love to put my meetings in colorful boxes, and I also love to estimate how long something will take me by drawing an arrow next to that item to estimate how long a process could possibly take. So for instance, with filming, I usually like to schedule 2 hours for filming. So for this one, it goes from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. And I have indicated that by adding this arrow on the side. Now, it does take some time for you to figure out how long something could possibly take you, but you do want to try and estimate this. And then at the end of the week, you can evaluate if this was enough time and then adjust it for the upcoming week. But don't be afraid to plan ahead. Put down all of the things that you would like to get done throughout the week and how long you believe those tasks will take you. My second tip is to make sure that you are scheduling breaks and white space. As you can see, I have listed out here that this is my time for lunch, and I usually will take a lunch around 1 o'clock every single day. Having it in my planner makes sure that I don't over plan my day. It is very easy for you to over plan and think that you can actually get more done than you actually can because you have just put way too much in your planner and you don't have any breaks within your planner. So you want to put breaks for meals, but you also want to put breaks in between different meetings that you might have, and you want to have in some time for white space. It is very challenging to go from one task to the next task immediately without any rest time in between. So I do like to schedule in some rest time. That way I make sure that I am not burning myself out. So add in time for meals, add in time and space in between each meeting, and also add in white space in between different tasks so that you can make sure that you are getting a little bit of rest throughout your day. My third tip is to make sure that you avoid multitasking. So I know many times I will look at a client's schedule and I will see that they have multiple things going on within the same time block. So they will have that they are going to film, they will also have that they're checking their email, and they may also have that they are responding to phone calls. You can't do it all in the same time block. The best thing to do is to focus on one task at a time and only time block for that particular task. That way, all of your energy and effort goes toward that one task, and you are more likely to complete it on time or earlier than the time block that you have scheduled. So try your best to avoid multitasking and focus on the task that you have in front of you. My fourth tip usually happens at the end of the week, but that is to make sure that you are scheduling time for a review. So I like to do my review on Sundays. Usually it's Sunday evenings, which is considered like my rest day. I don't do much planning around this time, but I will review at the end of the week how well I did for a particular week. What worked? Did all of my time blocks work? What didn't work? Did I need more time for a particular item? And what do I need to adjust to my schedule for the very next week? Having time to pause and review your schedule will definitely help you not to just blame yourself if the week did not work out. You can actually evaluate how well you are doing with your time blocks and if they are working for you. My next tip is to make sure you are batching similar tasks. Now, we can't multitask by adding a bunch of different tasks in the same block, but we can batch task. And I like to batch task, especially with my filming. I will try and batch the same type of task at the same time. So when it comes to filming, for instance, most of the time I will try and film 2 videos during that same time block. So I might set aside 2 hours or 3 to 4 hours and try and get multiple videos done within the same time block. Now, I like to do this because when we are jumping from task to task, it takes our brain some time to kind of catch up. But when we are already in the flow of a certain task, it is easier to get more of that same task done. So if I need to film 4 videos, then it might be easier for me to go from video to video and just continue to film since I am already in the flow of filming. But if I was to film and then stop and then edit and then try and go back to filming, it may be a little bit more difficult for my brain to catch up to the fact that we are filming again. So I do try my best to stay within the flow of what I am already doing. If I am already filming, can I film multiple videos? If I am doing orders, then I try to do a bunch of them at the same time within the same time block. If I am doing meetings, I try and do back-to-back meetings since I am already in my office in the same spot on Zoom, and I can just continue the same rhythm of meeting with people. But batching similar tasks around this exact same time will help you with your time blocking process. You will definitely feel like you're getting way more done. And along the same line with batching those tasks together, the other thing that you should definitely consider is theming your days. And theming your days is when we assign certain tasks to a certain day of the week. So you may decide to do all of your admin stuff on Monday and all of your filming on a Wednesday and do all of your client meetings on a Thursday. Theming your days can definitely help you stay in that flow the exact same way that batching does, because we're not jumping from subject to subject, from thing to thing, from project to project. We are really staying with the same flow of whatever we need to do for our house all on the same day. Now, sometimes this is not possible. This used to be possible for me a lot in the past, but now that I have a business and a church and we're operating our home and I am a caregiver to my parents, more than likely that is not going to happen. I usually do have to jump from different tasks depending on the time of the day. However, on my weekends, I do have a little bit more of a flexibility, so I will try my best to theme my Saturdays, especially around a certain thing. So if I have a lot of stuff going on at home, I might theme my entire Saturday dedicated to all home things. But if I'm in a busy season at work, then I might theme it all around work. It's definitely not perfect, but I do love the idea of theming your days. If you are able to do it, definitely give it a shot. It is so helpful with staying on top of your time blocks. And my last tip doesn't have to do with your planner at all, but it is super important for your time blocking process, and that is to protect your time. You have to put your phone on do not disturb. You have to watch the disruptions and the things that could come up throughout your day and really ask yourself, is this something that I should be taking away from my time block in order to complete? When I was first starting my time blocking process, especially as an entrepreneur, my time kept getting away from me because many people knew that I was an entrepreneur and they would call during different times of the day. Most of the time I would answer, and then I might lose 2 to 3 hours because I wasn't protecting my time. But now that I am a more seasoned entrepreneur, I am able to protect that time a little bit better. And now I know when I am able to actually answer the phone and when I might need to call that person back. So just because you can answer the phone doesn't mean you always should answer it. You really need to protect your time as much as possible. Now, there will be seasons that you won't be able to protect your time as much. When my kids were younger and they were in that newborn/toddler phase, I definitely could not protect my time. I had to work around whatever time I was able to get along with managing them. But as they got older, I found myself having more and more time available because they did not need me as much. So this may vary due to seasons of your life or just just based on what's going on. But as much as you possibly can, you want to protect your time and block out time for yourself. You want to have some self-care in here. You want to have some rest in here and add in your time blocks so that you can have a consistent flow to everything that you want to do, and it's a well-rounded week. And if you are interested in time blocking, I do believe that the weekly hourly planner or the daily planner are two of the best planners for this setup, for this process. So you should definitely give them a try. So guys, I hope that this video has helped you. Those are my 7 tips that will help you with starting time blocking in your planner. If you have any additional tips, anything that you do that help you with time blocking, please leave them in the comments below, and I will see you all in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye guys.